All right, welcome Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andy O'Hara along with the Triton's fabulous football moms. We get ready to take on the Pioneer Panthers. And ladies, I'm here with Michelle, Lori, and Autumn. We had a fundraiser. It sounds like you guys did very well.
Yeah, we raised $2,200, so it went really, really well.
So it sounds like really well. Here we got some winners. Who's announcing and what?
So if you want to go ahead and first we want to thank our sponsors. If we could thank our sponsors.
Yes, we want to thank everybody who donated our fundraiser. This fundraiser goes to helping the boys get new helmets and uniforms. So we really want to thank the community out there. Shively Freezer Beef, who is actually Lori right here.
There's happy cows there, just so everybody knows, and they taste better. And they taste better.
Friendly cows do taste better. They donated their sample meat package, which had a $125 value. The Cornerstone at Cedar did a $100 Visa gift card. Conley Beef Package did a really awesome meat package as well. The Boathouse Restaurant $50 gift card was donated by Natalie Brookins with Listing Leaders. She also donated a $25 gift card to Journey's End and Bourbon Street Pizza. They donated 3 gift cards and $40 value for that. Subway did 3 gift cards for a $25 value. Robin's Nest did a $25 gift card as well, and the Standard did a $25 gift card. And I also wanted to kind of give a special shout out to Jim Conley, who just gave a really generous $100 cash donation to our boys for the football team. So thank you very much to everyone.
So a lot of really good customer support, and of course a lot of very nice things everybody could have won in there in the raffle. So who's our winners?
So I'm going to take...
Oh, yep. Oh, yeah. Do what you got to do here.
Remember. So let's see. The first one. So Jesse Reichert won a $25 gift card to the Standard. Alicia Graham won the $25 gift card to Robin's Nest. Curtis Nordman won the Subway gift cards. Shauna McIntyre, which actually her son, Hunter, drew her name, believe it or not, out of there. Seriously, I won the Bourbon Street gift cards. Jenna Berger, she won Journey's End gift card for $25. Jerry Newman won the $50 Boathouse gift card. Danielle Holland won the Conleys, Jim and Mrs. Conley's beef package. And then Christy Berger, believe it or not, she won our meat package and the $100 gift card.
Wow, so she had the lucky hand then, apparently.
I graduated with her. So
Okay, well that makes sense. You got to have a little bit of a leg up there.
And there were a lot of tickets in there, so yeah. that was pretty awesome. But this, we need Haley.
Oh.
Haley sold the most tickets. She sold over 100 tickets. So this was donated by Robin's Nest to whoever won or whoever sold the most tickets. So thank you, Haley.
Well, congratulations, Haley. Hey, senior football, why don't you come on over here? It's not that scary. You're just like you're having a conversation. Hey, if I can you don't even have to look at the camera. If you don't want, just stand a little more to the side so I get your profile. There you go. So, how did you sell the most tickets?
I have a big family.
No, big family now. I imagine they're cashing some favors that way, different stuff. So it wasn't real hard then.
No.
So you didn't even have to ask them really to do it. You said, "Here, take it by," right?
Yep.
I mean, that's a good sales in there. You know your target audience, and you went right for it. So congratulations. That's a very nice frame. Ladies, appreciate all you do for the football team, and we're going to hang it up. We'll be right back here after pregame here from the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
The only hot kid I didn't hit was C because I didn't want to do a replay. I'm already fired. Turn the sound on for the band and the cheer can. Oh well.
Judson is decent.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
I think somebody else can start. Did it work?
Yep.
Our girls did not play well. They were beat before they got there. And that was in the midst of the bickering stage. But that's, I'll tell you what, they don't bicker against each other. They play like a team. They have always been beat. Other than Glenn, which was the first match of the year, but then tried to beat them in the varsity tournament.
Ball. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome Pioneer as our guest at tonight's contest. Triton Junior Senior High School and Pioneer are playing this event through an agreement entered into by both schools. As members of the IHSAA, both schools have agreed to abide by the bylaws of the IHSAA to ensure the highest possible standards of conduct during this game tonight. Our officials for tonight's contest are the umpire, Jeff Beatty, line judge, Jason Kessler, back judge, Trent Toko, the head linesman, Anthony Gavin, and the referee is Robert Bryant. We ask that all fans and players demonstrate an attitude of good sportsmanship throughout tonight's contest, no matter what personal feelings of loyalty they may have toward one team or the other. Disruption of this or any athletic contest will be grounds for removal and the possible exclusion from attending future events. Your cooperation is appreciated. Thank you very much. At this time, can you please rise and face the flag? Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats and helmets as we will honor America with our national anthem played by our high school band. The Triton Athletic Department would like to thank Bain.
All right, welcome Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Caden Atkins and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler. Tech support is in the combine tonight. We're live here from the Trojan Tundra.
Thanks again,
as we get ready to take on Hoosier North Athletic Conference foe.
Triton Athletic
Pioneers. Pioneer coming in. They're led by fifth-year head coach Adam Berry, who led the Pioneer state championship 3 out of his first 4 seasons as head coach, winning in 2 of those 3 trips. This is their second season in 2A. Last season ended an early exit in their sectional matchup versus Lewis Cass. Of course, these two we now saw from last year and rain delay and score they called it at halftime. And I mean, obviously we know what Pioneer can do. They're a very tough team. We know how strong. I mean, they're just a well-coached team, good group, and you're going to be on your toes tonight.
Pioneers probably the most solid team Triton's going to play all year. They're going to be fundamentally sound in every single spot on the field. Triton can't make any mistakes if they want to be in this ball game.
And that's one thing. I mean, for me, it's going to be control the clock. I think you're going to have to win that battle and limit your turnovers. And like you said, you're going to hang on to that ball tonight because if one way they want to slow that team down, you want to hold that ball as long as you can, kind of pull what a Culver does and just run the ball, and just let that clock drain. The clock is going to be your best friend tonight, or it's going to be your worst enemy.
Right.
So this team comes out. How do you? So you come in. You've played this team. I mean, obviously it's a little bit different than when you were playing. How do you kind of attack a Pioneer team?
Pioneer's always tough every single year. You never know what you're going to expect. You might see a Pioneer team's going to throw the ball 15 times, or you might see a Pioneer team's going to run the ball every single play, just jam it down your throat and score every time. And
their rushing attack is lethal. You look at Robinson and then Ezra Llewellyn and then Caden Hill, the freshman quarterback. Those 3 guys there, just kind of that 3-headed monster. Caden Hill is a very talented quarterback. I got to watch some film on him. The dude's got some wheels, but he makes some great decisions in this offense. Does a great job for Pioneer. Now looking at our Trojans, last week against Culver, we saw a different team. We saw a team that woke up after that Bremen loss, that tough loss, but yet they came out and they did the right thing possible. They came out and they were scoring left and right. 7 of 9 drives is when they scored.
Triton was ready to fight. They hated what Bremen did to them. They had anger in them, and they used that anger on Culver and resulted in a 48-8 victory.
And you look at what these guys are capable of doing. You know, you see that game. They won the battle in the trenches. That was the big thing there. And, you know, tonight we saw what we did against that trenches. We're going to face a very talented team when it comes to the trenches. And this team does this extremely well. I mean, this is going to kind of gauge you for that sectional, and it's going to kind of really sharpen you going on against them. You all have Knox, Winamac, and Judson to finish out the season. So this is going to be a big test for them tonight.
Pioneers never had the biggest, beefiest line, but they've always had the most fundamental line. They won't miss a block, and they're going to drive you forward every single play.
And like I said, they're not big, but yet they're athletic. They're very well coached. Yep. Adam Berry, and then even before that, this is a group that They know their assignments. They're going to come in. They're going to play there. They're going to do exactly what they're told to do. They're going to do exactly, and they're going to do it to perfection.
Because of their size, they're not that big, but they're quick. Like you said, they're athletic. Watch for a lot of pulling plays from the guards because the guards are going to follow where the ball is going to go.
So like you said, we're going to get ready. Things underway. Lucas Cabrera about ready to kick this one off. Back deep to return, I believe, is going to be Ezra and Adai Llewellyn. The twins, seniors this season. Caden got to play them, and also back there is going to be Brock Robinson.
I'm going to attempt the replay tonight, but we'll see what happens.
Well, we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. Of course, remote support's in the combine tonight, so we will make do. And Lucas Cabrera to send it away as we get things underway here at the Trojan Tundra. Trojans, Panthers now. Here's a little bit of a squib kick.
Yep.
He's going to let it go all the way down. Llewellyn's going to take it out of his own 20-yard line. Here comes the blockers. Gets his help all the way through. Trying to find the outside. He's going to get Nate Amson had him or Tyler Amson had him for a moment, but he's going to get tripped up and brought down by Anthony Shue, I believe.
Late flag there also. Let's see what that flag is about.
Out to the 34.
Trying to find head official Robert Bryant. I'm going to get a horse collar against the Trojans.
So from the 34 to the 49.
Horse collar tackle.
So Pioneer's going to get excellent starting field position following that penalty.
That is the worst possible thing that Triton could have done there, other than allow a complete run back for a touchdown.
I mean, you did save that part at least, but but like you said, not a good way to start out. They're going to start from their own 49-yard line. Is where this freshman quarterback, Caden Hill, comes up now.
49-yard line.
That line of Nate Amson, Caleb Lemler, Fairchild, and Cam Shively is going to have to be on point time. Those linebackers are going to have to be quick and get there. Look for Jeremiah Farrell to get going early. Hunter McIntyre is the single high safety.
Good to see Hunter back on defense after he didn't play last week against Culver, still aggravated with that injury.
So Robinson, the single back. Going to send Llewellyn in motion. Cabrera's waiting on it. He reads it, and Lucas Cabrera comes in and gets a good tackle. Farrell comes in and finishes it off. Llewellyn in motion, or Ezra Llewellyn. Going to go to Robinson, and he's going to go up. So we're going to send Llewellyn in motion. Going to go up to Robinson. There's Cam Shively comes in. The sophomore brings him down. Josh Lemler on that one as well. But Cam under center. Going to send the Llewellyn in motion. Going to go to a sweep to the outside. He has the corner. He's got the space. Still on his feet. Goes out of bounds. We get pushed out of bounds. I believe that was Hunter McIntyre in to force him out of bounds. So it's good to see McIntyre get over there, but Pioneer converts the first down.
First and 10.
Defense getting ready to reset here, Caden. They did a good job there on that first little set now. They just need to continue to keep that intensity up.
That's one thing Triton's going to have trouble with. If they keep sending the Llewellyn twins in motion and sweeping them out to the outside, Triton's going to have a hard time containing that outside.
Hill's going to keep it on the quarterback keeper. Nate Amson, the Black Mamba, in there to bring him down. There I got his one shot in.
There you go. It looks like they're almost running a triple option out of that. Are you seeing that?
That's kind of what I was going to say, but I was making sure somebody else said before I said it.
He's riding the fullback, and then when he sees the defensive end crash, he's going to keep it, and then he's got himself and then Llewellyn on the outside for a possible pitch.
And having to do that, it takes a lot of instincts to know when to pull that ball and when to take off, when to pitch. I mean, Caden Hill's a freshman. I mean, it was a good read there, but Nate Amson made a great play off the outside to bring him down. Amson's going to switch here to the near side. Ezra Llewellyn in motion, goes back up, cuts upfield, has a hole. Llewellyn keeps on going, gets through the tackle, still on his feet, still driving. Lucas Cabrera is going to eventually bring him down inside the 5-yard line.
Let's see if the replay works. Nope.
Nope. It's all right. We'll make.
How do I get rid of that?
Oh, I got to get rid of it.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Well, I'll try to.
Ball is spotted at the 5-yard line.
Ball is at the 5.
So we're going to line it up. First and goal from the 5. Caden Hill back under center.
We're good now.
Going to quarterback keeper. He's going to try to find the outside.
Got
He's going to
that
walk
outside.
in for a 5-yard touchdown. Pioneer strikes first.
Caden Hill, 5-yard touchdown run.
Of course, Pioneer very methodical walking down. I mean, they kept their cool, converted that 4th down, and then just really just pushed that ball downfield. Go back, as Caden said, going for 2. That's the one thing I didn't try to wrote down this week. I didn't get to it. Robinson in the backfield, going to have the Llewellyn brothers split out to either side. Llewellyn in motion. Going to go up the middle to Robinson, and he'll – oh, I'm sorry.
That was Llewellyn.
Ezra Llewellyn got up there.
Two-point conversion.
So they'll convert it 8-0 now, as Triton will go to receive. You know, for the offense, they need to come down and even move the ball and try to do what they did last week and take their time but try to get points up on the board.
Something they absolutely cannot do right here is a 3-and-out. If Triton cannot convert a first down, Pioneer's going to have great field position like we just saw on that last drive, and they're just going to march it right back down and score again.
And, you know, they need to have that mentality as they did last week, 4 or 5 on 3rd down. So they would need to do their good. First down is going to be big. They've got to get yards on first down to get themselves open up so they make that 2nd down a little bit easier, and that doesn't hopefully give them too much pressure on that 3rd down if they were to have to convert.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head there. They only had 5 3rd downs last week.
Yep.
That's amazing. That means they were moving the ball on 1st, 2nd down. They didn't have to get to that 3rd down situation.
Yep. And, you know, and there's situations where that to me was a big I guess a big improvement from the week before because they had a hard time converting anything. I mean, on the season, 8 of 31. But, I mean, 8 of 31 on the season, I mean, they've done a better job. They've progressively got better. The breathing through the game kind of woke them up. But last week, like you said, they only faced 3rd down 5 times, converting 4 of those. So, I mean, doing a good job. So back to kick.
Number 63 of – I don't have a 63. Oscar Solano.
Oscar Solano. Oscar Solano to the kick.
Oscar Solano.
As Anthony Shue back to receive. He's going to have to field this one. They'll look for a line drive kick, and it's a deep kick. Nice kick by Solano. Shue gets it. He didn't kind of take off running. He's going to have to get going. He's going to go on his horse and go. Stiff arm. He's going to keep it. They're going to get past the 20-yard line. Looks like about the 22 is where Cole Shively, the freshman, will bring his offense out and see what they can do. See this wing T can be effective here tonight. It was last week against a Culver team that was, coming to that game was a very good team.
Yep. One thing Triton was able to do last week, and it excelled in their game plan, they threw the ball when they needed to. If it was 2nd and long, 3rd and long, whatever, they threw the ball and were able to convert that way. They weren't consistent, just run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
So Lemler and Shively, the bookends. Tyler Ramsden and Fairchild, the 2 guards, and Farrell under center. Going to go to McIntyre. He's going to run right into a hole. Right into a wall, rather.
Yep.
Can't find the hole there, and that'll be you're going to have 2nd down and 10. I believe. Did you get a yard?
Yeah, half a yard.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Got a yard on the carry. So they're going to have to move the ball a lot. I mean, you're going to have the blocking up front is going to have to be on point tonight. Actually, I was wrong on that. That is Josh Lemler at the left guard spot.
Yep.
Nate Amsden in the tight end spot. Going to go to Anthony Shue. He's going to rumble forward, or Trey Shoe rather. He's a rumble forward for a little carry there. That'll bring up third down. To me, I think you want to be inside 5 yards for third down tonight. That is the main goal if you're going to have to convert a third down. I mean, 6 yards, it's still manageable. But
you want to get 3 to 4 yards every play. That's how you're going to generate your most success, because 3 yards of play, 4th and 1, but you get that 4 yards in there, it's first down. So
Wes Saber's going to be the receiver out here to the right. Trey Shoe in the backfield. Cabrera in motion.
That's going to be a
looking to pass.
And
nobody's there. He's going to try to go to Cabrera, who's going to get forced out of bounds.
He had no time to get that ball off. He was running for his life back there. That's a tough Pioneer defensive line.
And Adai Llewellyn, a very good cover guy. We saw that against us a few years ago. And last year we didn't get to see it. We were down there broadcasting that one.
You're fine.
Okay. As Llewellyn will go back to receive. Can imagine a Lucas Cabrera kick. And Lucas has done a real good job punting the football. A little bit of wind tonight. Kind of kicking into it here. Snap is good. Cabrera's got a chance. Steps in, almost gets it blocked. I think I got a piece of it.
I think we got a roughing the punter back here.
And if that's the case, then that's going to be a first down. Correct?
Yes, it will. If it's roughing, it's an automatic first down. Running into, it's a 5 yard.
I might have been running into the kicker. So it's a 5 yard, so we got 4th and 1. I still don't think I'm going for it, though. You're too deep, and this team's you know this team can move the ball.
It's 4th and 1 at your own 31. I'm kicking the ball again. Maybe if I am going to go for it, it's going to be a fake to an up back rather than a Cabrera pass or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at one of the Shoe brothers taking off and running.
Penalty is running into the kicker, a 5-yard penalty.
So 4th and 1.
Ball for the 31.
As Pioneer got a good break on that through the line to get through there to get that block.
And a long 1 yard line.
Now, if that wasn't a penalty, I believe Pioneer would have had it at Triton's 30, 29 yard line, something like that.
That's kind of what it looks like. So Farrell to snap, Cabrera to kick. Llewellyn's back deep.
Watch that line again. Better blocking that time.
A lot better kick. It's on the second chance. He's going to take a Trojan roll all the way down
to 36.
To the 36-yard line is where this group will go back over here. I mean, Cole Shive in that group got to move that ball better in that next drive. I mean, that's like we said. Got to keep your defense fresh. I mean, granted, we've got guys playing both ways, but keep your defense off the field. Just keep their offense from scoring points. That's gonna be the big thing for us tonight.
Yeah, that was only a minute and 34-second drive for Triton. That's not going to cut it against this Pioneer team. That's going to give Pioneer too many chances with the ball, too many chances to score.
So Hill under the quarterback spot again. Going to send Llewellyn in motion. Going to keep it. Going to look to pass. Goes up underneath the Robinson, and he had a wide open spot there in the flat.
Yep.
Incomplete. Hill on the season, counting that one there, is 9 of 24. Coming in the game was 9 of 23 passing, 2 touchdowns, 125 yards, and 2 interceptions for the freshman. Kind of had the right idea that had Robinson really kind of freed up. You're going to have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah. To pity the receiver a little bit. Throw was a little bit behind him. He had to kind of turn back for that ball, but I was a receiver, so I'm always thinking that way.
Well, quarterback, Caden Hill, he's got some time to learn. He's a freshman. He's got a very bright future. Watch a lot of his penalties. He fumbles that one.
And
I think Trojans might have landed on it.
Here in the box says we got it.
Play recovered by Caden Hill.
Caden Hill got back in there and got it. Fell right back on it there. Cam Shively was in the vicinity. So 3rd and 12.
Ball spotted at the 34-yard line.
That's going to be a big third down. If you can get a push, keep it back deep enough to where you don't want them to go forward on 4th down.
I don't know what Pioneer's going to do here. I imagine maybe that rollout pass again, or just a sweep outside to one of the Llewellyn brothers.
I'm going to think it's going to be a sweep outside. He's going to cut up field. Ezra Llewellyn's got space. Ezra Llewellyn had a block, but there's Hunter McIntyre. the accelerator brings him down. That was a good tackle by McIntyre to keep that one alive, as we'll see it here. Llewellyn kind of faked that sweep, but went right at the big hole in the middle. And McIntyre held on and brought him down. He wasn't going to let go for nothing.
43-yard line.
Amari Snyder was there to back him up in case he didn't get him. So first down, 10 now as they're back in Trojan territory. It's Hill back under center. Out to the right there is Wyatt Zeider. Llewellyn in motion, going to go to Robinson. He got, Shively had a piece of him there on the way through. Couldn't quite get there. But Caleb Lemler in on the tackle with Anthony Shue.
Go to Triton, 39 yards, picks up 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
So 2nd down and 6 now. The Trojan 39-yard line. Demons has made a couple of good plays on. I mean, here in the early going, just can't get that nail in the coffin and really push them back.
I've noticed when they run that jet and then Llewellyn cuts it up the field, Triton has not had an answer for that. They've ran that 3-4 times and they've gotten trunk plays every time.
And he gets it out to the outside for another first down for the Panthers. As the chain gang getting a lot of exercise on that far side here in this first quarter.
Picks up the first down at the 30-yard line of Triton. Run of 9 yards.
Got the second stream going tonight too. If you want to watch the cheerleaders, and can't zoom in on it tonight. I wanted the wide shot, see how that works.
And that's a
He's
pass.
going to roll out left here, going to fire it on over here. It's going to be Zeider. And he'll get through, brought down by Amari Snyder.
Hill's pass complete to number 7.
First down.
Zeider.
So Zeider gets the catch there. I mean, right there, rolled out left instead of going right, really got the defense to bite on it.
And if you're a right-handed quarterback, that roll out left is much more difficult throw than rolling right. So you gotta pivot your body and then throw across it rather than that fluid motion rolling
Just do
to
the
the
Dak
right.
Prescott warm up and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, trying to throw across your body, that is not an easy thing to do.
And
Goes to Llewellyn again up the gut.
That power play there.
He'll get up there to the 5. Well, maybe to the 6.
The 12.
Of the 12?
Yeah. You're on the wrong side of the
trying. I can't see
the 11-yard
Yeah.
line. Picks up 8, and it's 2nd and 2.
So Josh Lemler out there on the line. Haven't seen Fairchild yet tonight. See him down there. And Hill goes back under center. Going to go to Llewellyn. He's going to work himself up through. Has blockers. Going to push through. Going to be brought down by Hunter McIntyre.
Another first down, though. 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal. Pioneer doing a good job moving the ball. Watch him really cut up field here. Good job getting right through. Anthony Shue eventually got him. It was a good job from him to get off that blocker and get a hand in there.
To the 4-yard line, gain of 7, and it's 1st and goal.
So 1st down and goal from the Trojan 4-yard line is where Caden Hill will take that offense. Robinson in the backfield, of course, the Llewellyn brothers split out to either side. Hill's going to pass.
He's got
a guy wide open. He's going to go over there. Intercepted by Amari Snyder. He read that one really well. Watch him watch the quarterback's eyes. And they're in the.
He beats.
But really watch him. He tracked that receiver down well.
He's beat there, but he's able to read the quarterback's eyes and make a play on that ball. Maybe a mistake running it out.
I think he might have just been there on that 1-yard line.
Yep.
So it was probably good to keep moving forward. But hey, Amari Snyder looked really good. He did a good job jumping that route there. You played defensive back, so you kind of know how to do that.
Yep. That's all about timing. If you miss that by a fraction of a second, it's a touchdown or right through your hands.
So Shue and McIntyre in the backfield. The two players going to fumble into each other, and Pioneer's going to fall on it. That's going to be a touchdown for the defense.
Fumble on the play, recovered by
So
number 3,
miscommunication there is
in the end zone for a touchdown.
on the Trojan offense. Kind of see it there. Looks like Shue and Shively kind of ran into one another. Probably read where each other was on the field, and turnover turns into points for the Panthers as they'll now get ready to go for 2. now up 2 scores. Of course, coming in tonight, they were favored 35-17 on, according to John Harrell. Of course, and they've had the tough schedule, and they had that big win against Chesterton in that second week. So Hill back under, takes the snap, gonna roll right.
Pass.
But he's gonna keep it himself and run it in, so Caden Hill goes through.
16-0.
So the good play by Amari Snyder resulted in a fumble on the offensive end.
That's a waste right there. Pioneer gave you a gift, and Triton not able to capitalize off of it.
And that's kind of a thing, like we said, you have to make the most of every opportunity you get. You're not going to be able to, I mean, you got to take what you can, and you can't waste time. Our opportunities like that at all.
So 16-0.
3:07 to go in the first quarter. I mean,
we'll just call a wash on that interception fumble there.
Well, like I said, but Amari Steiner needs to be praised for what he did. He did a good job jumping that route. That right there, you saw his speed, but his instincts were really good on that interception. You know, unfortunately, the offensive end didn't quite do what we wanted him to do. But hey, that was a good defensive play by Snyder. I mean, that needs to be praised. He did a good job reading the quarterback's eyes, and that's going to be the 3rd interception for Hill on the season. A shoe back to receive.
Number 63, Oscar Scalano, back to kick.
So Scalano to kick again. He had a real nice kick. Shoe needs to take this one running, can't back up and go. So he's looked that ball in and take off. Line drive kick. McIntyre's going to wisely let it roll out of bounds, so Trojans will get good starting field position.
Our down marker, Joe White, had to get out of the way of that ball there.
Getting them involved over there. I don't know. I haven't touched that thing yet. There we go.
Yep.
So Trojans now will take over.
Kick is out of bounds.
Of course, we got former analytic guy, Gavin Greer, watching.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Gavin, you look at his comments there. He's giving us our feedback there from Fort Wayne. Shively going to keep it. Had to try to go somewhere that it gets tripped up there. That was a good play by Llewellyn. Got in there and tripped him up.
And if you watch the replay here, that was supposed to go to Cabrera, but that play was blown up from the start.
But it was still a good there by your. You see Shively with good instincts. He saw it was going to fall apart. He was real smart by getting that ball kind of where Cabrera couldn't even touch it to prevent a fumble. And he got something out of nothing. I mean, granted, they did lose a few yards on the play, but he kept it from being even worse than what it could have probably been. Farrell to snap. Ham's in that tight end spot, going to shift McIntyre around the backfield. Going to go up to Shoe. He'll get a few yards on the carry. Might have got those 3 yards back.
Back to the original line of scrimmage at the 35.
So 35-yard line, that's where they're back. So, we saw some pretty good passing plays like these. I mean, I don't think you're going to have the time that you had against Culver because Pioneer does a real good job getting through that offensive line, getting pressure on the ball carriers and on the quarterback. So, I mean, what do you do here?
Pioneer's been there as soon as Shively has taken the snap. It's like they're reading his cadence and just getting through the line faster, and the offensive line is getting up to block them. So
Shively going to roll.
And that's face mask. Yep, they threw it.
They're going to throw it there. So he kind of got his hand on the face mask.
Yep.
Penalty flag on the play.
As in they're getting through, there was Logan Smith was one of the defenders getting through.
That'll be a first down.
You'll see the personal foul with the face mask.
Personal foul against, or a face mask penalty against Pioneer.
Yeah, it is. It's an automatic first down.
Isn't it?
No,
I don't think
so.
it is.
No.
So 3rd down.
Ball placed at the 42-yard line of Triton.
3rd and
net gain of 7.
So 3rd and 4 now. So you got a little bit of a gift here from that play, but you saw that defense get the back to the herd. The line has got to do what they did last week and the 2 weeks before that. Is they need to give Cole Shively some time to get that pass off. Cabrera in motion.
Go up the gut. Nope,
Rolls
pass.
back and go over here. Nate Amson. Nate Amson's got it, but in there initially on the tackles, Amson's going to go. I think he's got the first down. As Gomer got in there to hang on to him, trying to bring him down.
It's a good second effort, and yep, they're going to give it to him first down.
And Coach Vermillion liked that one.
I saw him jumping up and down on the sidelines there.
That was a good job by Nate Amson to catch that ball and take off and go. Threw off tonight. The interview in the beginning really threw me off.
Yeah.
So Farrell now back under. Westaver out and left. Shively goes again. Going to go to McIntyre. He has a hole. McIntyre gets a little bit of ways, but that second push gets a pretty good gain on first down.
4-yard gain there for McIntyre.
But not bad. That's what you want to see. That was at least 4 to 5 yards on first down. That's not a bad way to go. Westaver will come off.
And,
as Irvine's going to guess. Nope.
My guess would be Irvine getting the play. And you're just going to let this quarter run out.
So that'll be the end of the first quarter, 16-0. Panthers leading here at the Trojan Tundra. Of course, next week the Trojans will travel down to North Judson. Don't know yet if we're going to have that one yet or not. But you look at the Hoosier North.
I got the schedule here in a second.
Nope, yep. He's going to get it. He's going to throw it out.
Maybe. And there it is.
So you saw there they started off good, but you got Pioneer, of course, night at North Judson next week. Then we'll finish off the season here at Knox and Winnemac. Man, I can't talk tonight for some reason. But this game here, the next 3 games, is really going to kind of really gauge yourself at how you're going to compete against the Judson, Knox, and Winnemac team on the way out, because all 3 of those opponents are going to be ready to roll.
Yeah, the back half of Triton's schedule is always the tougher half. It starts with Pioneer. Pioneer, one of the best team in the conference every year.
They're a perennial powerhouse.
Here's Pioneers.
You see there.
I forgot some asterisks on Triton and Knox there. They're in the conference.
They'll be at Knox next week, and they'll host Culver, and then at Judson to finish out their season. So, they get to face some pretty quality competition the rest of the way out too. The Pioneer, a perennial powerhouse, as Shively will now get to work right to left. 2nd down and 6. As he'll go back again, Irvine here on the near side. Goes back, McIntyre's got it. He'll rumble forward, and he got a second effort and got a few yards on the carry. It was a good job by McIntyre to keep driving his legs and moving forward. So we're going to 3rd down. It's there now, first time of the night, they get into Pioneer territory.
3rd and 5 coming here.
As Westaver will relay it in.
It's a good job by Hunter. Last week he was more of he showed his abilities as a blocker. Now he wants to show everyone else he can still run after that injury. He's still 100%.
So Shively now is going to go on over to McIntyre. He'll run right into that pile, and Llewellyn's going to push back. Initially in there on the tackle, looked like LeGrand was in there on that tackle. In there with him as well was Caleb Sweet. Was the bottom of the pile there.
Picks up the yard to the 47, and it'll be 4th and 4.
So 4th down and 4 following the loss there.
I gained a yard.
I thought they gained a yard.
Yep. 48 to 47.
So that's what I thought. It said 4th and 4, so I didn't think we moved.
Yeah,
I know.
So Triton going to go for it here on this 4th and 3.5.
So Coach Eunice has drawn up. Going to go to Trey Shue. The Mack truck gets stopped. And right dead in his tracks. He got going, but the Pioneer defensive line had a good push up front. And they'll take over on downs from their own 48-yard line. Kind of about average starting field position for them here tonight.
Yeah. Where are they at? 47? 46?
Yeah, 47.
Ball carrier short on the line to gain.
So here we go, Caden Hill now. 1st and 10 from his own 47.
47-yard line.
Aiden Lowe, the center, to snap it. And, of course, the Llewellyn brothers split on either side. Robinson in the backfield. Zyder on the outside there as they're going to go sweep the outside of the Llewellyn. He's got a spot on the outside, cuts back in. McIntyre initially got him, but that's going to slow him down enough to he'll have close to a first down. So the Llewellyn really showing off his speed there with the blocking there initially, and then downfield, they can make their tacklers miss.
For anyone wondering why those plays are working, Pioneer is essentially just letting the line go. They're letting them go because they trust Llewellyn can get outside of them, and then they're making blocks downfield.
Yep.
So that is why Llewellyn is able to have that success on these runs.
And Pioneer does that so well. Obviously, when you make three trips down to Lucas Oil, there's a reason why. Llewellyn on the way through rumbles forward. It's brought down by a gang of tacklers. First down now for the Panthers. It's Pioneer in their white away jerseys, gold pants, and of course the Michigan-style helmet.
Picks up 10 yards and a first
The Trojans with their new uniforms tonight. Yeah, again, I'm really starting to like these new uniforms.
Yeah, they're much easier to read than our gray ones were. I always liked the gray ones, but
I
understand they're difficult to read.
Going to go to Llewellyn on the outside again. He cuts back infield, has some blockers, gets through the middle of the field. He's got open space. Looks like he's going to get there. I think Anthony should last minute to bring him down. Touchdown. From 34 yards out, Llewellyn got there. Good blocking all the way through. Watch him cut up field here. Does a real good job going back to middle field. Had good blockers. That was a big key block there from Michael DePoy.
Had that ball carrier vision.
And Zyder.
He saw that whole right side of the field open up. He's able to make that one cut into the grass and just all the way to the end zone.
And you really saw Zyder. I mean, he did a real good job downfield blocking. He trusted his blockers and didn't just trust his own ability, and he used that speed to get there. 22-0 is our score. But right now, like I said, you don't quit. Just because the score, at this point, just forget the scoreboard. You just need to keep competing. It's Robinson's going to get it, and to knock him down is Jeremiah the Fridge Farrell. He'll freeze him in the backfield, and no two-point conversion there. 22-0 remains our score. That was a good job by Farrell to get through there and bring down Robinson.
58, Jeremiah Farrell.
Coach Whitaker liked that one.
So with 9:16 remaining in the second quarter, the score is Pioneer 22, Triton 0.
As Farrell got through. And he'll get ready to go again.
Another HNAC action tonight. LaVille is playing at Knox. Caston is hosting North White. And Culver is playing host to Winnemac.
So kind of looking forward also, looking over that sectional 44, you got three teams with one loss. Or I guess two teams with one loss in Triton and Adams Central, but Southwood and Powerhouse and Adams Central, those two are going to kind of run that sectional. We see Southwood still undefeated.
And then on Saturday, actually, Judson plays host to Culver Military Academy. So
that'll be a tough one.
Yeah,
because that group isn't. It's a
Culver
good group.
Military Academy is.
They always have a legit team now.
Yep.
So up there along in the front, you got Nate Amson, Cam Shively, Trey Shue, Farrell, and Cunningham, that front line. Shue back to receive deep. Line drive kick goes on over. That's going to be Amari Snyder. He's got speed. He's waiting for his blockers, patiently runs through, but that's a good job by Joseph Murch to really shove away the defender and go in and get a good tackle on Amari Snyder. But Snyder did a good job on the run there.
Across the 25
20
to the 28-yard line.
Yep.
9 yards on the return.
So 9-yard return there for Snyder. He had some blockers, but Mersch just really showed off the strength and shoved the blocker away and just opened himself right up and brought down the ball carrier.
Interested to see what Coach Eunice is going to call here after a couple of unsuccessful drives. And we're
Cabrera moved over there on the far side of that line. They get a false start, moving back. It'll be interesting, like you said. Let you finish what you were saying. That you're down on the scoreboard. You know, at this point, you're forgetting that scoreboard right now. In my book, you want to forget as much of that as possible. What are you going to do right here to kind of try to get that ball to move?
Something different. I mean, they've started to get success that last drive. That face mask penalty kind of helped him out a lot. But, yeah, they've tried running up the gut with Shue and McIntyre. It's not there. Maybe you try to open up the passing game a little bit, see what the freshman Cole Shively can do under pressure, but I don't know.
Cabrera in motion now.
And Pioneer almost jumped.
He's going to roll. Almost throws an interception. Is in there to knock it away is Tyler Gomer, one of the seniors on this team. I keep forgetting we got the monitor.
It'll be second and 15.
So second down and 15. I mean, Shively does a good job getting out of the pocket and making throws. I mean, he's going to have to be confident in his ability tonight. If you're one of those seniors, you're pumping up your quarterback and giving him every ounce of confidence you can, especially facing a team like this, as him and Hill get to go face one another the next 4 years.
Yep.
So,
that's exactly right. He's a freshman, so he's got plenty of time to grow, plenty of time to become a better quarterback.
Both these guys are going to be real talented quarterbacks in this conference. They have a lot of potential. Shively now dropping back, looking left, going to throw it up. He's got McIntyre, and McIntyre got in there in front of it, but he prevented the interception by the Welland, who was tracking that ball.
McIntyre turned into the defender there. Able to break that up. Third down coming now.
And then you look, but you got to play wide receiver against the Welland brothers. I mean, those two guys are very good cover corners, and they stick to their assignments, and they do it very well.
Yeah, because they're so quick and so fast, they can jam you with no safety help because they know they're faster than you. They can make up ground if they need to.
Which back in the day, big man on Saturday, Mr. Kaiser, was your single high safety, and he could cover the entire field. Timeout for the Trojans. They'll take their first timeout. First timeout here of the first half. So with this group, you get a timeout. You come down here and go to work. I mean, you look at how this group can bounce back from this. I mean, 3rd and 15, you expected this team to come in and kind of push us around a little bit, but you got to get those few plays to get yourselves some confidence. You got to realize that, hey, this may be the best team we're going to face the rest of the way out. But that's going to make us better for those next 3. And then going into a very tough sectional, you've got to find a way to move the ball. And that's where this team's got to keep their composure and not quit and keep driving, because those next 3 games are going to be tough.
Yeah. This is beginning to remind me a lot like the Bremen game we saw a couple weeks ago. Bremen, big, bully powerhouse team, and Triton got down early and was never able to pull themselves out of that hole. Let's see if they can build on that Bremen game, see if they can get themselves out of this hole here.
And you see a lot of leadership, especially on that Trojan team with all those seniors. They really have got to pump up these underclassmen because they haven't had to face these situations a whole lot yet. But the seniors have faced it. They need to know, they need to get their teammates pumped up and keep them going. As Farrell now had been a snap. Shively under center. Shue in the backfield. He's going to drop back and throw, looking right. Here comes the pressure. And on the tackle there is going to be Logan Smith on the sack. So 4th down. As the clock will run, 4th and 18. As Cabrera comes in, he'll get ready to punt it back. Now has the wind to his back. Cabrera has a leg, but that line's got to give him time to kick because Pioneer has gotten through every time.
Yep. That first time even got a piece on it, but, the running into the kicker call gave Triton a new life there.
Snaps low, kind of grazes the ground, but Cabrera recovers. Nice kick, end over end. It's going to take a Pioneer bounce as Farrell and Shively will touch it. That was a good kick by Cabrera. I mean, really recovered really well with that. The snap was a little bit low, but, I mean, he stayed right with it. And a nice job by Farrell to get down there and coverage.
He had time. The line held up there. That was the big thing with the low snap. He was able to still have time and get that ball away.
And as a kicker, you have to have the confidence in your line to know that, okay, low snap, it's going to be low. I got to trust my guys to get this ball away. And he didn't panic. He kept his composure. The senior did a real good job there. Amsden and Farrell in the middle linebacker spot. Anthony Shue here near side. Cabrera on the far side. Snyder in coverage against Zyder on the far side. Hill going to roll left. Has time. Goes across the middle. Has Smith. Smith gets away from McIntyre, barely. McIntyre stays with him, runs him down. Big gain there. Goes from the 46.
That's a tough play for McIntyre. He's got 2 responsibilities here. I'm not going to be able to see it on the replay, but he's got Smith there, and then he had Llewellyn also, so he kind of had to pick one. And
I think, I mean, like I said, you had to kind of play middle ground there. You didn't have that other, that extra safety help. So you had to, like I said, you got to choose. And as a defensive back, that can make or break you. And Hunter trusted his instincts and stayed up there right in the middle.
It's because of this 4-4 defense, they're not giving themselves another safety because they're more worried about the run rather than the pass. As here comes another pass from Caden Smith. And
it's going to get it to Logan Smith again. 16-yard touchdown. Pioneer back on the board. And the defending conference champions looking strong here in the first half.
16-yard touchdown.
As they've averaged about 38 points, 38.5 points a game defensively, allowing only 13.2. That's pretty common. And that year, the last time they made a state title run with Jack Kaiser and company, they didn't allow too many points. And I think in 2018 we were one of like 2 teams that scored on them that year before sectional play.
And that we talked about the clock game earlier. That was only a 30-second drive for Pioneer. And
Caden Hill can't convert there, 28-0. Stays our score as he can't quite get there. But yeah, right there, I mean, something to build on. You stopped them on the conversion. I mean, the last 2 they stopped them. So little bits to take on. I mean, you're learning. Like you said, you're going to try to play the run. You're not playing the pass real heavy because I guess I haven't really looked to see what everybody else is doing in the conference yet, but I'll probably do that this weekend.
Most of these conference teams, like I can come to think of right now, North Judson, they're going to run the ball. They run the wing tee just like Triton does. Caston, wing tee, run the ball.
We've already played them.
And Knox has a little bit of everything. Knox will spread you out, but they
got a great head coach there coming down from New Prairie.
They'll spread you out, and then they'll run it up the middle with you. So get that.
Kind of do what Bremen did, just kind of spread you out and just run it right down your throat.
And Winamack's another team who will spread you out, but they'll throw. Winamack will probably be the.
And they have Russell Compton, a pretty decent quarterback back there as well. So I think he's a senior this year, I believe. No, he'd be a junior, I believe. I think he's a junior.
Winamack's going to be the team that's going to throw the most against us in the conference.
And, of course, they have Knox as head coach as he went over there in the offseason. And
a little bit of a coaching carousel here in the HNAC.
Just a little bit. Had a couple of them change places. So Anthony Shue back to return, but Snyder got the last one. Got to be ready in that last level. Going to get offsides here.
Back them up 5.
So a little break there for the Trojans. So penalty flag will move them back.
Offsides against Pioneer, move the ball back to the 35 and will re-kick.
I believe that Scalano may have taken a false step there that caused Pioneer to go offsides.
So I'll move them back. Not very often do you see offsides on kickoffs.
Nope.
But like I said, you don't quit. This is right here. This is where nice kick from Scalano. As Shue's got it now, works himself up, pushing Snyder right into the pile. Nice job by Shue to recognize that and gets through there as Ezra Llewellyn will bring him down.
From his own 15-yard line.
Shue wanted Snyder up a little bit further. Just, I think, as a ball carrier, you see he right there. You just used him and push him in, put him in place.
Sometimes you have to do that as a returner. You know, if you see a hole, but your guy's right there, I mean, that's messing with you. You just want to get them out of the way. You want to hit that hole as hard as you can. And we saw that backfire there. It happens sometimes.
So McIntyre and Shue, they're going to put Cabrera in the slot. Westhaver out right. Am's in the tight end spot. Shively goes up to Shue, and he's going to get met immediately at the line. And on the tackle is going to be number 57, Zach Taylor, another one of the seniors. Off the athletic line of Pioneer. Really flexing their muscles. So 2nd down and 9. The Trojan offense needs to get some confidence here on this drive. They need a first down. That's the big thing. They can convert a first down. It would be huge going into the locker room.
It's all in their head right now. That first down would be great for their confidence. And
Gallmer initially made the tackle to knock back McIntyre as Lemler didn't quite get there to the block where he needed to. Got beat off the block.
Tackle on the play by Tyler Gomer.
As they'll bring up third down.
Loss is back to the 27.
So 2-yard loss on the play. Now they're back to their own 27-yard line.
3rd and 11.
So with both teams running, the clock's going to run quite a bit tonight. As they're running the same formation. Farrell to snap. The Shive is going to roll. Here comes the pressure. Steps into a throw, goes to Cabrera, but didn't quite get it there. We got a flag on the play, though.
There's a penalty flag on the play.
Oh, they're picking it up. So waving off the penalty flag.
My only guess would have been ineligible lineman downfield.
That was kind of what I was going with, too. I didn't see anybody making contact through there. But Shively had Cabrera there kind of working out there on that.
He had him there. It's a tough throw, though.
That's a big boy throw. I mean, that's a
defender in your face who's, I think he's taller than Shively, but
had his hands up. You got to throw through a wall and hope it gets there.
Yep. You just got to pick your spot where you want that ball to be and hope Cabrera can be there and make that catch.
Yep. Cabrera now to punt.
Another low snap.
Just gets it off. End over end. Llewellyn's going to have to track it down.
And Llewellyn's going to take it.
Wester's down there. Farrell initially may have tripped him up. We might get a block in the back.
I got 2 flags back here.
Two flags. There'll be, I think, the block in the back for sure. Another flag. So 3 flags on the field.
Let me throw my flag, get mine out there too.
Might as well. Robert Bryant's going to have a lot of work here to do to sort this one out.
Let's watch Westifer right here. This is what the flag is going to be initially down here around the 20.
And you'll see the block in the back kind of come there.
Yep. As soon as he picks it up.
And it might have been a helmet-to-helmet hit here. When there's a good block.
No, I don't see what this one is. They're going to talk to Coach Eunice here as you see Pioneer
backing up. See if I can hear it. So we're going to get a personal foul. Helmet-to-helmet contact. It's going to be declined by the Trojans. Then we got a block in the back on the Panthers, so they'll move them back even further.
Declined. Block in the back. At the 25-yard line.
I believe that's what helmet-to-helmet is.
Yeah.
10-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 15.
So big break there for the Big Blue Wrecking Crew on the special teams as they'll move back. So Lemler and Shively kind of in there on the interior of the line. Amsden on the outside with Lemler.
This is the furthest back Pioneer has started all day at their own 15. They've had drives at the 49, 36, 47, and 46, and now the 15. So they've had good field position all game. Llewellyn
going, but they're going to go right up
reverse.
The reverse is Ezra Llewellyn out through, but McIntyre makes another touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. 1st and 10.
All right, I guess not a reverse, but a counter. They faked the Llewellyn one way, came back with the other Llewellyn the other. So
picked up the first down at their own 39-yard line. Tackle on the play made by Hunter.
I was going to guess. Was that a
no, that's just a counter.
No, I meant the yards. I was going to say how many yards that was, but no. I wasn't so confident in my math.
15 to 39.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I was going to go with.
Which is
sounds good. Oh my gosh! Don't even do this to me. Let me get my calculator out.
24.
A nice hit there by McIntyre on the ball carrier.
You'll see this pop again.
He'll get right through, but watch McIntyre lay the hit. Boom, lays the lead, drops him down.
McIntyre at the 45-yard line.
And Shively and Llewellyn were tied up there and blocking one another.
2nd and 4.
5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Pioneer out in front as they're driving here. As they started back in their own 15-yard line, moving the ball 30 yards here on this drive. Llewellyn in motion. Going to go up the gut there on, like I said, that counter play. Westhaver reaches in and brings down Ezra Llewellyn. Nice job by Keegan Westhaver to stay with the ball carrier. Reaching there to take out his feet and bring him down. 3rd and 4. Or 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, 2.
Puts up 3 yards to the 48.
Okay.
The ball is not on the
2 yards
yard line.
to the 47.
Gets confusing after a while.
3rd and 2.
So Hill now, 3rd down and 2. Pioneers done well. There's only one 3rd down they haven't got tonight. Up to Robinson and Cam Shively, and Caleb Lemler stops him dead in his track. The Big Blue Wrecking Crew looking good there on 3rd down. Cam Shively and Caleb Lemler wrapped up the ball carrier. That was a great play by those two.
That's a big 1-2 punch down there, that defensive line between Shively and Lemler.
So now the defense is going to need a similar push here.
So we're down to about 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Here we go now.
Let's see if Pioneer doesn't try to draw him off with a hard count.
Hill's going to send the Wellen in motion. Going to go up to him. No one's on the outside. He's going to convert it. He's going to get run. He's going to run. High steps the player on his horse. He's going to go all the way home for a touchdown. He kind of high stepped over the defender.
Number 5, Ezra Llewellyn.
53-yard touchdown.
53-yard touchdown run.
I did math. See that?
Yeah. That's a hard one there. 47.
Oh, now give me a break. Lemler had a beat on him. Couldn't quite get there as Butler tried to reach out and trip him up, but nobody could match that speed of Ezra Llewellyn. Very quick. Showed off the wheels there. 34, as the Trojans will have to see if they can dig deep here and see if they can force them and not to get another 2-point conversion. Hill adjusts, going to go up to Llewellyn. He's going to walk it in. That's going to put him up 36-0. We should have a running clock the rest of the way out after the second half, I believe.
Yeah, it starts at halftime as long as Triton doesn't score again. Well, we score for the first time, rather.
So that running clock will start in the second half.
19 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Pioneer 36, Triton 0.
So right here, obviously you're down. You're getting kicked down. I mean, there was some positive taken away from that drive there. I mean, Shively and Lemler did a good job on a good push on 3rd down, got in there and brought the ball carrier. You saw Hunter McIntyre lay the lead and do a good job bringing down the ball carrier. There was some positives on that line. I mean, obviously just couldn't quite bring Llewellyn down on that 4th down conversion as he took it 53 yards to the house.
Yeah. You got to, in this situation, you have to focus on what you did and how you did it so you can try to replicate it again. That's what Triton needs to start thinking about. How were they able to get through that line and stop them on the 3rd down? How can they continue to do that?
And it's exactly right. It's going to come down to how do you do it? How can we keep doing it? How can we keep finding a push? That right there is going to teach yourself. That's what the ultimate learning experience is going to be. It's not so much putting points on the scoreboard at this point. It's going to be how can you compete? How can you stop the run? How can you complete your assignment and do exactly what you need to do? But this group, they're a smart group. They're a tough group, mentally tough. They'll shake this one off, and they'll be ready to go next week. But they need to learn some things from a Pioneer team like this that does everything they do extremely well.
Yep. Here we go. Scalano to kick it.
Scalano again. Line drive kick. It's going to go to Snyder. He doesn't quite corral it right in a hurry. Gets that one picked up. Starts off slow, fires it up, and going to go right in there to the blocker. Looks like Gomer was in there to tackle and bring him down.
Number 21, Amari Snyder on the kickoff return.
So 1st and 10 now for Cole Shively and company.
10 yards on the
Of course,
return.
Shively passing last week did really good, 70 yards through the air. A nice 42-yard reception to Cabrera last week. So we saw a lot of potential from Shively last week, throwing the football, getting outside with that play fake. We used that wing tee offense to kind of disguise the passing game a little bit. As you played in that spread that Coach Eunice has, he likes to go fast, and last week they were able to.
Yeah, this is a very different offense that Coach Eunice is running rather than what I ran my 4 years here under Coach Brown. We ran the spread where we were throwing much more than Triton's throwing now. A gain of 3 there.
3 yards to the 33.
2nd and 7 coming up.
Did it freeze?
Yeah.
So we're going to work and see if we can get the cheerleader camera to quit freezing.
Might have to wait till halftime.
Right.
I'll have the band on the main feed.
During halftime there is remote support's in the combine, so I don't think he's going to get here in time to help. McIntyre takes off running, but goes right into a wall.
No gain.
Under McIntyre, the ball carrier. Picks up a yard to the 34, and it'll be 3rd and 6.
There we go. So Ryan, that's why he's the Hall of Famer.
That's right. He knows what he's doing.
Well, I think it was my fault. I probably bumped this cord over here.
And he takes responsibility like a true Hall of Famer, taking responsibility. Look at that.
Well, I can tell you it wasn't my fault.
I promise I didn't touch anything. Which that's usually when things go wrong. Cabrera's going to get on the sweep, but that's going to be Cody LeGrand in on the tackle. He stayed with his assignment, brought down Cabrera.
Triton, we saw that was the failed play that Triton ran over on the other side of the field where Cole Shively had to tuck it and run. But that's very similar to what Pioneer has been having success on. That's that same counter motion.
Mm-hmm.
And so Pioneer knew how to stop that because they see it every day in practice.
Yeah, exactly. They know that inside and out.
Both Llewellyn brothers are going to be back to return this punt.
So look for a big special teams play. If Cabrera can get a leg into it, I'd be aiming out of bounds.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Almost blocked there. We got another running into the kicker. As Llewellyn's got it back here, he'll fall on as the penalty. He'll kill it then, but he'll bring it up to 4th and 2 as running into the kicker.
Penalty flag on the play.
I don't know if I got that on camera or not.
Running into the kickers, you'll see here number 77. This comes there at the tail end. You saw at the tail end there as Schnurple knocked him down. That was roughing?
That was roughing the punter, yeah.
Oh, I thought he did the – okay. So that should be first down for the Trojans, so a break for them.
He did one of these in front of it.
Okay. So 1st and 10.
If it's just the leg, then it's running, but it's a cross leg.
Okay.
So that'll give Triton a first down off the penalty.
So big, and that's going to move them all the way up to their own 48-yard line. So big penalty there. So, hey, right there. Now, okay, you get a gift like that. You've got to find a way to move the ball. This right now is where you need to dig deep and find a way with a minute to go.
Yeah, you got to keep it away from Pioneer. You don't want them busting off another big run, minute left in the half. That's just soul-crushing.
Now watch here. You got Nate Amson out here to the near side. Caden Hill's on him. Look for something to come over here to this near side.
Llewellyn's there to help him.
Shively breaks off of it, going to throw it back across. Had McIntyre trailing back to him as LeGrand and Pearson were in there to run him down. He wanted Amson there, but he saw Llewellyn disguise and drop down in, like you said, and just bailed on that one in a hurry. That was a good read, and a nice read by Shively to see that's not there and try to go somewhere else.
Something that'll come with time with Shively and his receivers that he is going to have time with, like Cole Irvine. He's got a couple of years with him. They'll recognize that, and then they'll just turn that from an in to an out route. Try to get some quick yards out of that.
Like I said, Cole, and you have a Cole Irvine. You'll have an Amari Snyder. You got Javen May. So, I mean, you got some guys some pretty good receivers, and Logan Meek's another one. So, I mean, you got some guys that can initially take off and go.
Coach Eunice not happy. Going to call a timeout here.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. As he'll have a word with his offensive line. And Coach Eunice is a motivator. That's a guy, I mean, I heard one of those speeches, and I never got to play football, unfortunately. Had to show livestock instead. But I wanted to suit up and go hit somebody. I mean, he made me want. I'd run through 2 or 3 brick walls for him.
Coach Eunice is very passionate about his job and what he does with these kids. He doesn't just want them to be better football players. He wants them to be better men, and he does that both in the classroom and on the football field.
I've really gathered that, and Coach Eunice has been, I love all the coaches here at Triton, and Coach Eunice is really, him and Coach Groves, and of course Coach Evelyn now getting to know him, and Coach Heckman, but you see everything, but you see the love with Coach Eunice, and you see that, I mean, it's like that dad, tough love.
Yep.
Here's how we're going to do this. You got a job, but yet he's going to praise you and make sure that you're going to be set, like you said, not here, but outside when football's all done, when high school's all over with, he's going to make you a better man, and we see that with a lot of the players as they graduate, just good men.
That's one thing Coach Brown did for us, too.
Yes, and Coach Brown as well.
I'm able to vouch for him there. Coach Brown made us better men as opposed to just better football players.
And that's one thing I miss about Coach Brown, and the fruit snacks and the
juice box.
And the juice box at the end of the game. As Shoe's going to try the stiff arm. We're going to try to find outside. That was a good block that gets himself out front. Nice job by Anthony Shue. That was a good carry on second down. Did a real good job. We saw the freshman really get that stiff arm to get separation, and then he used that speed and get out to the outside.
I thought I saw a hold, but we're going to get the flag over here on the sideline. I saw McIntyre holding him in the backfield.
So block in the back. They're going to call it on Triton, a block in the back. You got a replay on that one or
nope,
not? Okay.
I didn't get it.
That's all right.
Of all the ones I didn't hit.
That's all right. That's all right. You got a bunch of jobs going there. So that's going to move him back after the nice shoe run. So right there is going to wipe off those yards. Block the back on the Trojans. As a team this season, penalties for the Trojans coming into tonight's game. 31 penalties for 241 yards on the season. Last week, 8 penalties for 89 yards, and tonight, the laundry's been on the field.
Yep.
And that's one thing in the second half. You got to tighten up on those mistakes and really try to keep that dirty laundry off the field. Just play your brand of football. Was Saban Cabrera, the wide receivers, outright. They're not even. Fumble there as Logan Smith is going to take off. McIntyre and Amsden can't run him down, and that's a touchdown from 43 yards out.
Did you get that one all right?
Well, was it worth watching?
Yeah, well.
You watch there.
Tyler Amsden kind of gets in the way of Shively there, and that's what disrupts that whole play. Shively rubs up against Amsden and just loses control of the ball.
And, right there, it's kind of a learning moment play. They're going to look at the film and see that. And, Tyler's done a good job in the offensive line spot. It's been a lot for him to learn. It's been a new position for him. He doesn't quite have the size, but yet he's got the speed and the athleticism, which sometimes you use with that pull guard. And unfortunately for Tyler just was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, that's all that is.
So 42-0 now as the Panthers go up to the line of scrimmage. The 2-point conversion. Zyder's out left. Butler's going to cover him. He had a good play against Bremen a couple weeks ago. Also in the backfield is going to be Marshall on the left side there. And they're going to keep it, but it looks like it's going to be like a mishandled snap. Conversion no good. 42-0 remains our score with 39 and, well,
39 seconds.
Let's just say 40 seconds. Round up a tenth of a second.
Yep, it's fine with me. I usually round about 2-3 seconds on my
there you go.
Time of possession here anyway, so.
That's all right. So give it a quick shout out here for the volleyball team. They're going to have a pink out night on October 6th versus Caston at the Trojan Trench. And I have a pink shirt.
Do you? You got one?
I bought one last night.
There you go.
I bought one, and Danny's going to be there, so she's excited to wear pink with her dad. And Danny will be our co-announcer that night. So she is wound up and ready to go. She thought it was going to be this week. I said, no.
You got to wait.
We're going to practice a little bit before she comes out. So we'll see how much the 6-year-old who wants to be a chef, broadcaster, and own a gas station and see what she's going to do.
Own a gas station, too.
She wants to make sure everybody has enough fuel so they can go on their trips. That's what she said.
Well, speaking of shirts, we had unveiling today of the Triton girls basketball shirt. There you go, right there.
Oh, very cool.
Nice.
Very nice.
So if you go to TritonTrojans.org, you can get details on where to buy that. And I think you have to have your order in by October 5th.
You have to look into one of those. I like that. That's a nice-looking logo there for the shirts. Of course, we had the fabulous Triton football moms down there tonight talking about the raffle. They did very well on their fundraiser. $2,100, I believe. There were some nice things in there, too, on that raffle.
What is that money going towards?
Helmets and equipment for the players.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Line drive kick. That one really elevates. His shoe's going to let it roll back. And it stops there as the Pioneer coaches were hoping that one was going to die. It looked like it was going to.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Trojans first and 10 at their own 20. As Cole Shively here will come back out. So
40 seconds here.
For the freshman, okay, short-term memory, things haven't quite gone. But you need to keep your confidence up with yourself. Still have – confidence is the big thing here. You can't let the scoreboard shake you.
I've been in this situation, every time I played Pioneer. It's tough. It's really hard to stay mentally tough in these situations, but you got to find your way to get through that, and however it is.
McIntyre got outside, got a little bit of a run going there, and see, for us, it was always Snyder. Yep. Every time we got in sectional, Snyder would just take us to the cleaners, and so 6-yard gain for McIntyre.
Hunter McIntyre.
20 seconds to go here.
6 yards to the 26.
Coach looks like he's going to let one more play before the end of the half, possibly.
And
I don't know.
I haven't seen a play call. I think they're just going to let it run.
I think they're just going to let it run out here, so that's going to be the halftime score, 42-0. As they go to the locker room regroup, we'll have the band on the stream. And with that being said, I'm Andy O'Hara with Caden Atkins and Ryan Lemler. We'll be right back after halftime.
By the Spirit of Triton Marching Band. Band is under the direction of David Seal. The staff includes percussion, Charles Lawrence, color guards are Carol Tuttle, and the drum major is Dylan Ferris. Tonight, we feature something we hope everyone will enjoy. Drum major is the Spirit of Triton Ready. Spirit of Triton, you may take the field for your halftime performance.
All right, welcome back, Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andy here alongside Caden Atkins and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. As the Pioneer Panthers are leading here at halftime, 42-0. There'll be a running clock the rest of the way out of the ball game. As remote supports in the combine. Is he still awake in the combine?
I mean, we assume he's in the combine and not broken down in the combine.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could always hit my rooster. We gotta get like an alarm clock thing on here so I can send it to Kenny to make sure he's awake in the combine. Gives me a reason to use the button, okay?
Yeah. Any reason for you to use that button? You're just itching at it, aren't you?
Oh, I am. I am going to find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Oh, boy.
Implementation of the mercy rule during the contest.
Yeah.
Referees shall notify the head coach of each school when the mercy
So like we said,
rule
next
goes into
week
effect.
be our last away game of the regular season. Don't know what sectionals is going to look like yet. But they'll send it away here.
And there it is. Start of the second half.
Shu gets a good takeoff and run here. Got some space, got some blocker, spin move. Gets up to the 30-yard line is where Cole Shively and company will come back up. Now that line in the second half, Caden, is going to have to play a lot better than they did in that first half, obviously. But at the same time, you're looking for those little wins that you can get. I mean, obviously, the game is out of hand at this point. I mean, you've been in this position. What do you take from this, being in this position to go into a next week against a Judson?
You know, Coach Brown always told us, think about it for 24 hours and forget about it. Move on. I think that's tough to – easier said than done.
Yeah.
But these kids got to realize that this is a very good Pioneer team and one of the best teams in the state. I don't care what class ranking they are. And they just got to remember what they did right and try to use that as fuel for North Judson.
And McIntyre got a good run there. You just saw that. But like to said, I guess the in-game experience, how you see what these guys are doing. You learn, I mean, they're well coached. I mean, Coach Barry runs a very tight ship, very, very good program, top-notch program. I mean, they handle with class.
Yep.
I mean, sometimes you see teams in that kind of position just overpower and don't consider. But this team is they're a class act all the way around. Especially my time being here and before I was here. And to this day, Danny still talks about how Mr. Kaiser told her she was a tough kid down there on the regional championship. Got to shake her hand. So class act all the way around for this group. So maybe no game, maybe a yard on the carry. And then move back too.
I imagine he felt a lot like Danny last week getting the game ball.
Hey, I'll tell you what, he had a big game. That was a lot of fun. I was sitting there and we were watching it and told Grandpa, I said, yeah, 24. I told Danny right there, you know him. Played good, 8 tackles, led the team in tackles.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. No Notre Dame football, no IU football, no nothing.
I got to work in the morning, so.
Join the club.
I'm on dad duty. I'm on dad duty in the morning.
So we all got to work in the morning.
Pretty much.
There's that tight end screen pass to Amson.
He'll get through. Nice job there to wait and be patient as Lemler on a good block.
He got the first down.
And he'll get the first down right there. A big positive play. Nate Amson, the athletic tight end, the Black Mamba, got alive on that one. Watch him here get a good catch. Gets up front, but watch the block by Lemler right there. Good block. Gets through. And Amson was patient to get through that one. Forearm shivers do well. And just look at the strength by Amson just to push him back.
It is a first down.
Great job by Nate Amson. And Cole Shively, he had a guy jumping that round and just dropped it right up over top, and that was a good, accurate pass by the freshman quarterback.
Right in Nate's, right in his hands there, able to make a good play after the catch too.
Irvine out right. Shu and McIntyre in the backfield. Going to go to Hunter. He's going to go upfield. McIntyre keeps his feet driving
for a yard.
But, I mean,
no quit there from Hunter McIntyre.
Caleb Sweet had him wrapped up, but that drive, and Hunter showing off that tough mentality that he's got. A little quiet?
Yeah, a little quiet. I'm all right now.
I felt like I was really loud in here this program.
Oh, I never remember what to set these at.
Well, that's fine. We'll make it work. I don't know. I felt it was quiet up here. I just felt awkward.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes we're up here and it's just a nice quiet press box, and I feel like we're just yelling sometimes.
Oh, yeah, exactly. kind of get self-conscious. Now I got to get a snap off here. 5 seconds. They're going to get snap. They're going to get set
Cabrera's
late.
got to get set and
1
snap
second.
it. Got it.
Shively just got it off there. Looking for Cabrera. Going to shoot this one up. Cabrera's got a step.
Oh,
might be a pass interference there. He was all over him.
I think they're going to call that uncatchable. So
we got a flag back down here in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
As Pearson on the defense on Cabrera. The two are kind of battling for position. I guess you could win either way.
Did you get that one, Orion?
Oh, you want to see that?
Yeah, let's see that one again. Thank you.
So watch down here at the bottom of your screen, Pearson and McIntyre.
Watch Shively. He goes through progressions. He looks left, looks right, comes back left, and
I don't know. I don't think pass interference. He got there a little.
yeah. You see Coach Vermillion down there in the corner, and he's calling for it, but
So an eligible man downfield, so that'll move the ball back.
Moves the ball back to the 38.
Still second down.
And it'll be 2nd and 13.
And that's one thing I like about Cole. Really, as a freshman, he does a good job going through his progressions. Yet he's still learning. You see the improvement week to week with that young man. I got to watch him play a game last year as an 8th grader, and I saw him and Anthony. I'm like, oh, these boys are going to be fun to watch. But you really see him going through his progression. That is a big thing you want to see out of your freshman quarterback because that's something you don't teach.
Right.
That's got to be an instinctive thing, and he does that so well.
That's one thing we talked about last night at the volleyball game. We wanted to see how much these boys have improved from last week and then the week before. And I think they're making strides every week, but like we said, Pioneer is a very good football team.
Exactly. And that makes it tough, but it doesn't. It's not, I guarantee it's not going to shake these guys' confidence one bit. I know these seniors. I talk to Farrell quite often, and Nate Amsden and those guys, and and Keegan, talk to him too. It's not going to shake their confidence. They're going to, like you said, 24 hours, forget it.
Yep.
And they're going to come back. They're going to work hard next week to really prepare against Judson. That's what I really like about this team. Shively has to get outside, just gets away out of the tackle. Shively with a good play. He's still on his feet. Shively's got some space. Loses the defender at the 50-yard line, trying to get rid of Llewellyn. But that was a good play by Cole Shively to get through. Had a defender come on the outside there, but he kept his feet moving and kept right on going.
One thing,
if we didn't have that penalty, that would have been a first down.
Yeah, they are going to go for it at their own 49. One thing that Coach Eunice could try to do to help Cole's confidence and these receivers' confidence, quick slants. Because I've noticed here, Pioneer is lined up 7 yards deep, and then every linebacker is just blitzing. They have no one dropping into pass coverage. The only thing they have to worry about is maybe the safeties coming up, and that's going to be a first down for Shue.
And Trey Shue, the Mack truck, got a nice handoff and blew right up the middle for a nice gain and a first down. Big fourth down conversion for the Trojans. Looking good coming out here in the second half.
Pioneer still has all their starters in, so that's.
The Llewellyns aren't out there.
They're not. Yeah, they came out after Shively's run.
So they're still over there on the sideline. They still got that starting. I think they got the starting line down there. Shue in the backfield. McIntyre in that wingback spot. West Tabor, Mack, and Cabrera out right, but Shue is going to get met in a hurry in there on the tackle.
Shue, the ball carrier.
Scalano in there on the tackle.
Yep.
I didn't have it down on my deal.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
So Irvine will check in. As they'll go back to work, 2nd and 10. Shively now goes back to work.
Shue in the backfield. You're going to get play action. Cabrera on an out route. That's where he goes.
Goes right there. Nice play by Cole Shively to keep it alive. Cabrera still on his feet. The jumping junior not quitting. He'll drive himself all the way through. Nice job there. Cole Shively, ice water in his veins. Looked like Russell Wilson there a little bit, staying in the pocket and throwing that with a big man barreling down on him. And that was an accurate throw.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that he was off for Cabrera to track. He hit him right on the money. Great play by Cole Shively and Lucas Cabrera.
And what that does, hitting him right in his stride like that, as you said, it gives Cabrera time to make a move.
Yep.
If he has to wait on that or try to lunge out for that ball, he can't make a second move and get upfield like he did.
And that's one thing, especially as a wideout, you got to have that time. I mean, you need that little bit of stuff. I mean, yeah, you can throw it to him, they can stop, but that's not going to do you any good moving the football. But that right there just boosted Cole Shively's confidence. He's got to be shooting through the roof right now.
Yep.
Goes outside to Anthony Shue. Anthony Shue here on the near side. Get a little bit of block from Cabrera. Runs into the other blocker.
Yeah, it was Keaton Westerfer he ran into there.
But a big carry on the play. It'll bring up second down and short. As the big Blue Wrecking Crew looking good here on offense. That's what you want to see. You want to see that improvement. And we saw improvement. You saw Cole Shiley use that confidence, make a big play. And that really shot up the momentum for this group. And that's the kind of things they need to key on.
Irvine comes in there for Westerfer.
Watch that. Watch Cabrera in the slot.
Yeah, I like Cabrera in the slot. He's kind of a mismatch there.
We're going to go up to Shue. Anthony Shue's going to find Pater. We got a flag late on the play. He'll get up inside the 5.
They threw it right at Shue, which makes me think it's on the defense.
Giving Coach Bell's reaction.
Yep.
I can't see the official.
I got him here, but
Yep,
that's what I thought.
So they have to end. So big penalty there as the Trojans looking to find pay dirt here for the first time tonight. Got Anthony Shue in the backfield. Shiley takes the snap, going to go to McIntyre. The senior's going to punch in. The accelerator's in for a Trojan touchdown. 42-6 is our score. Hunter McIntyre, they drew that one right up. The offensive line had a good push initially. Good drive there for the big Blue Wrecking Crew.
Yep, that's good for their confidence there.
But watch here, you see McIntyre go right up front, got a good initial block. Amson did a good job pulling on that, Lemler.
Yep.
Landon Lemler had a good pull block, and then Cam Shively got there to that second level for a good block. So Cole Shively back to kick. They're going to blow it dead? Did they get a timeout? I don't know what's going on here. I heard a whistle before he kicked, I thought.
Well, that's just tell him stop hitting.
So kick no good there. Not very often for Shively.
40 seconds. 1 minute, 11 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
As a little change play here, 42-6. The Trojans kicking off for the first time since the beginning of the ball game.
Shively was 10 of 12 on PATs before that PAT. Now 10
good time of
13.
possession.
Yeah, no kidding. How long do they hold the ball, Andy?
Textbook.
How long do they hold the ball?
Hang on, I'm going to get it here.
Are you going to get it?
It was 8 minutes, right? Because it ended 10-minute quarters? Or was it 12-minute quarters? 12-minute quarters? Okay, well, forget where I was going there. So 10 minutes and 49 seconds.
Bingo, right
Boom,
there.
Look at that. I didn't even need a calculator. See, got a smile out of Orion over there. He's awake.
Well, I don't know how much. I didn't know we had the ball the whole.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, the whole third quarter.
That
we
running
had it.
clock.
That was our quarter.
Well, I knew the clock was running. I guess it didn't dawn on me we had the ball the whole time.
So Adai Llewellyn back deep. Ezra Llewellyn and Brock Robinson back there. Cabrera to send another good kickoff. Going to go with a pooch kick there. Drops it right back over there on the other side. It's going to be caught by Schnurple. And Farrell in there making sure he's not going to come back across. 34.
The Bears kick.
Peyton Schnurple had that one.
Received by number 14, Derek.
As we'll get a
5-yard return to the 45. Pioneer, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, you might get. You got time to get a couple. Maybe on probably one play.
Yeah. With the running clock, one play is going to be all you're going to get.
But I really liked about that drive is those guys had the confidence they didn't quit.
Yep.
They didn't quit. They said, hey, you know what, we're going to win this quarter, and they did. So, that was advantage with the running clock.
I keep stepping on my wire,
I keep stepping on mine. I keep tucking it up so I don't lose it. Hill's going to go over there, and they'll run a little bit of a carry there for Toloza, the freshman.
Number 22, Ryland Toloza, the ball carrier.
That's probably what I would have looked like if I played football as a freshman.
Like Toloza.
5'1", 115 pounds. That's probably what I would have been more like 5'11", or 5'2", and I believe I hadn't broken 100 pounds yet. I was little.
You were little.
Until I figured out that baling hay, you're going to get bigger, and I shot up there.
Does baling hay make you taller too?
Yes, it did. you got to get them bales up high. You got to stretch those muscles. You got to get the bales up higher there. Although I did cheat there for a while because I wasn't tall enough to get them. As a 13-year-old, I wasn't tall enough to get them up high enough, so I had to make the step and work that. Hey, it worked.
You're just innovative. That's all you are.
Innovative. Work smarter. Use that MacGyver mentality. Oh boy. No, I 165 pounds soaking wet as a senior, but
I think that's what I was when I graduated around there.
There wasn't any traces of fat anywhere. I mean, it all burned off. I didn't have to do. I could be sitting down on burning calories.
Depending, if I was in golf season, then I had a little bit of fat on me, but.
Well, then I figured it out after high school. Is you eat real heavy in the wintertime, put all that weight on, then you go and let all that winter weight turn into muscle there when you're baling hay in the summer there. I figured that out. Took a little bit of time. Eventually we got it. So in at quarterback now is going to be Zeider. They'll go in as they're going to pull their freshman quarterback. And as the fourth quarter's underway here, 42-6. Going to go to the play there to Zellers. And he's going to get brought down. Lemler. And Cam Shively in on the tackle.
Zeider handing off to Tyler Zeller.
We have a JV game tomorrow?
Cam Shively in on the tackle. Loss of the yards of the 46. It'll bring up.
Probably do. Maybe.
Be at Pioneer, but.
So 3rd down and 9. See what the Big Blue Wrecking Crew can do there along the line. So go up the middle there. Nate Amsden hanging on there to Schnurple and brings him down.
Peyton Schnurple, the ball carrier.
So tomorrow events, varsity volleyball is at the Bremen tournament. That's an 8:30 start. The junior high, oh no, that's canceled.
4th and 7.
JV at Pioneer, 10 a.m. and junior high at Pioneer, 11:30. Well, after the
Immediately
JV.
following, yeah.
Of course, the volleyball's got a tournament. They host Pioneer. That'll be a big game next Tuesday.
Yep. I won't be there for that one.
That's all right. We'll make her work. Zeider is going to get outside.
Down.
Here comes Hunter McIntyre with a big tackle, and they're not going to convert 4th down. As Zeider didn't quite have the confidence to keep running upfield. Watch here. McIntyre comes out of that safety spot and does a good job beating on the quarterback. See him read it right there, and Zeider just kind of was trying to stop, trying to make a move, and then realized the blocker was kind of right there and just had nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go, yep.
So the Trojans will take over from their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the freshman Cole Shively.
Best starting field position all day.
Also, we're going to have a change along the line, I believe.
Yep.
In there at center is going to be Pierce Brookins. As those two better get used to one another.
Freshman?
Yep. Anthony Shoe's going to have to work outside, but he's going to get pushed out of bounds by a couple tacklers. And on the tackle is going to be Joseph Mersch. And I believe Cody LeGrand in on the tackle. So 9.5 to go in the ball game. Of course, when at the casting game on October 6th, we have pink out for cancer awareness.
Pink out.
And I'm going to wear pink. This is the first time Andy O'Hara has ever wore a pink shirt. It has never happened. And I told Danny, I'll do it for her first time wearing the headset for a varsity game. She is wound up for it, too, let me tell you. Shoe up the middle. Big man's going to go forward for about a yard, half a yard.
Yep.
We're going to have 3rd down. Shoe is slow to get up. Shoe not much motion. Hope he's okay as Conley will check in for him, and they're going to bring the players back here on the near side. The line play has been a lot better here in the second half.
Yeah, that's one thing we talked about during halftime. The line need to be better, and it has been better. So good adjustment there at halftime.
Let's hope Trace is okay.
Our trainer, Eric Callahan, going to go out there and check on him.
It's Keegan Westaber, great Great. Young man helps him off the field. Looks like might have been an ankle there.
Yep.
Trace is okay. So we'll keep a look at that. I got jammed up there and tweaked it there just a little bit on the run through.
So the clock will run. Got it.
Might be a cramp too, as they're kind of trying to work it out here a little bit.
Yeah.
I've had those. I remember, well, it's not as athletic as what this would be. It's not as manly as this out here. But when you're standing up on concrete shearing sheep all day and you got up on the stand, you're standing like this and your legs are, you're not very tall at the point in time you're trying to shear everything. And both of my legs went at the same time at a restaurant. I just dropped.
I don't think I ever cramped during sports activity. Like when I wake up and I stretch, that's the worst.
Well, and see, for me, we were at I felt the one leg started because you kind of initially, because we sat down to eat dinner at a restaurant, and I initially felt like, okay, legs gonna cramp. I'm gonna go outside and walk this off before it gets worse. I got out the door and got to the truck, and both legs just went. I mean, I called Dad on the cell phone, get out here now. I can't get up. I'm laying in the parking lot in downtown Indianapolis. I didn't have the life alert button yet.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was old. I didn't think I was old enough for that yet. So 4th and 13.
You could have used that life alert button quite a few times from what you've said.
There's been times. There has been times. We're going to get a timeout for the Trojans.
Timeout, Triton.
Yeah, I could have used it quite a few times. I've had some improbable injuries. But unfortunately, when you quit using your body on doing farm work and going to these little cake jobs that I did, and not using my body like I used to, old injuries tend to rear their ugly head.
No. So next week, Triton travels to North Judson.
Yep.
We're going to play down there against Blue Jays.
And Pioneer's going to travel to Knox and see that brand new video board they got down there at their place.
Do they have it built?
Oh, they're going to be getting it built, I guess.
I don't know when it'll be ready
for next week.
I don't know if we're ready for next week or not, but they got a nice video board coming. I hear it's really nice.
Oh, why did they put Pioneer's
It's going to be
schedule
really
up
nice.
there? Looks a lot like ours.
Schedule. Yeah.
That's okay. And, of course, we'll host Knox and Winnemac here at the Trojan Tundra to round out the season before sectional play. As Cabrera back to kick. Does a real good job those punting duties.
To note that Knox start 2 weeks from now is at 7:30 rather than 7 o'clock.
Oh, and here comes Conley, and he'll bring him down on the play. Nice play there by Trenton Conley to bring it down as Tolosa kind of hesitated on the return there.
Questionable decision there. I probably would have just let that bounce. Maybe he didn't see the two Triton defenders coming at him.
I half wonder when he was trying to make his mind up and move that way, it might have brushed him just enough, and he just get a hold of the ball and fall on it. And Conley was there to get him. So I see some of our underclassmen here on defense. Trying to get a read on who's all out there as Cam Shively will move to that nose tackle spot with Lemler. On the outside, you're going to have Brookins. Nope, Shively's going to come out.
And a
timeout for Pioneer to kind of get everything restructured here. It's about inside 7 minutes. So, and then, of course, Sunday we'll have something on TV to watch. I mean, I ain't got anything to watch.
Colts play, don't they?
Well, they play.
We don't like the Colts here, Orion.
Wrong set of horses for me. I got the mules. And the boat's going to come in and revive the season.
You keep saying that like it's a joke. It's going to happen.
I got a feel. If I keep saying it like a joke, it's more likely to happen. Oh, man. Denver's about dead in the water. I mean, but, hey, they were at least competitive and they stayed in the game. That's all that matters. It's all that matters. We'll survive. Weird season, all these injuries that piled up last week. I mean, it just goes, there's no preseason. No, those workouts are all off. And when you throw off a regimen like that, you're going to see injuries pop up left and right. So, of course, Caden Steelers beat my Broncos, and he made sure I knew about it.
Oh, yeah. I found you that stream to watch it on.
Although he did find me a stream to watch it on. I mean, I got to see some good I got to see him actually come to life and actually play football for a little bit.
I was not happy about that. I
know you weren't, but I was happy. I didn't want to talk too much trash because I was like, well, I know we're not going to win, but I'm not going to talk trash either. I ain't going to look stupid.
Here we go. Give it up the middle.
Ball carrier is going to be brought down there by Conley. As Zeller is on the carry. There's Trenton Conley in on the tackle. So, I mean, Conley getting in there, getting some action in. I mean, he's going to be a pretty talented player. Only a sophomore, but
Conley's got time, too.
he's got time to kind of come through. I mean, we got a good freshman, sophomore group and some decent juniors next year. So, just kind of keep a look for these guys to keep improving.
Yep. That's the thing. They just got to keep plugging away and trust the process there.
As Lemler will come out.
I think Shively might be the only starter left out there for the Trojans on defense.
Cam gets a good push there.
Snyder on the outside also.
Oh,
And
fumble
ball is
there,
out.
and I think Triton's going to fall on it. The fumble there by Wyatt Marshall.
And they're going to call him down.
They said they're going to call him down back there. I might have fell back on it.
And we'll see it again here.
Derek LeGrand, the ball carrier.
No, I don't. That's tough.
No, that's Peyton Schnurple. That's a 34.
That's a tough call there.
Schnurple on the yeah, it's a tough one.
I don't know whether that ball was out or not.
34, Peyton Schnurple.
We should have sent that one to the combine to get a input from that guy.
Send it out to our rules analyst there.
How many times does NBC and CBS go to the combine for in-game analysis? I'm just saying, we could do it.
We're revolutionizing the game.
Exactly. Just wait. Al Michaels say, "Oh, we're going to send to the combine out in Nebraska to such and such." If they do that, I'm going to lose my mind. It'll never happen, but I would lose my mind. You send out to Peyton Manning running the combine out somewhere in Kansas.
Tell you, we watched the Monday night game this last Monday, and we didn't watch it on ESPN. Watched it on ESPN2, and they were just like talking to people. Like they had Peyton Manning and Charles Barkley on there talking.
Oh, I didn't catch that one.
And they kind of had the game running alongside while they were talking.
I know. I saw there was two different. I was like, well, I'll just look here. I mean, that was a neat stadium out there. The
new Allegiant,
the Death Star looked pretty good out there.
Yeah,
there's some neat stadiums. The SoFi Stadium looked really cool, and we've got a lot of neat stadiums out there in the NFL these days.
This is a yard back to 32, and that's 3rd and 10.
So 3rd and 10 now. So we're inside 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Of course, so back under center now. Zyder take the snap.
Up the middle.
To Schnurple. Schnurple's got it. He's running through defenders. He's on his feet. Butler, the last man to bring him down, and does. Gavin Butler, touchdown saving tackle inside.
We saw one of those last week.
40-yard line there. You know, and Butler, I mean, he's got some. I mean, Gavin's got some pretty. He's got some intensity about him. He doesn't quit on a play.
Gavin is big on lifting weights. That's what he likes to do in his free time, lift weights and ride dirt bikes. So
hey,
he can only get stronger.
He can only get stronger, exactly. Oh, boy. So inside 3.5 now as Zyder waits for that play clock to dwindle down a little bit there. They'll improve to 5-1 on the season. Trojan will fall to 3-2. This is their first conference loss of the year.
Yep. Of course, didn't get to play LaVille earlier in the year due to
COVID. So it'll be interesting to see what goes wrong the rest of the way out here as Coach Eunice comes down to talk to his upperclassmen and explain to him. I mean, Coach Eunice is such a good teacher down there. You know, your group had two really awesome coaches there, and Coach Brown and Eunice. I mean, that would have been a fun coaching staff to play for.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun.
Of course, I do miss Mr. Snyder's deer sausage and all the goodies he brought up here.
Yeah, I'm sure. I ain't getting none of that.
Hey, I did, man. I'll tell you, that was better than eating Subway from Warsaw. That's what we used to get broadcasting. So Coach Arvison always had good food up here.
Yeah, he always had sunflower seeds.
Hey, took care of us.
Yep.
So nearing the 2-minute mark here. You know, like I said, these guys they didn't quit. I mean, we saw Amari Snyder played really good back here in that cornerback spot. I mean, we seen the line play and the bookends really play really well the guys didn't quit, but Cole Shively had confidence, down the scoreboard, but yet he found a way to get a score in and move the ball. I mean, he had that great throw and a really great run on that drive when coming out of the third quarter. These guys here are only going to get better. I mean, right now it's kind of where you got to dig deep and improve. We knew what we did wrong. We're going to go back to work, and we're going to fix those mistakes and take it into Judson on Friday.
Yep, that's exactly right. They want to try to build off this as much as possible.
And this is a group that you'll see that. You're going to see this group really improve week to week. I mean, we have saw. I mean, Bremen, they came back out. They responded really well against Culver, And then, we saw them, a week off against LaVille. And you had to squeak one out there as we got a carry there for Tolosa. But you seen how they bounced back from that cast, and I mean they didn't play LaVille. They had that week off, which I was kind of hoping that was going to help rather than hurt them. But it kind of had that opposite effect there, where it kind of hurt them there just a little bit. But they had to fight back, but yet they didn't quit.
Yep.
I mean, this group here is mentally tough, and that's what they got to continue to do. Is like, hey, you know what? We have good moments out there. We got to continue to build off that. You're facing one of the best teams in 1 and 2A right here.
That's your exactly.
Pioneer. I mean, this group here is just an outstanding group and coached extremely well.
Yep, they're ranked 7 in 2A right now.
And,
and they're gonna get another score there right at the end.
Right at the end, the touchdown there by Tyler Zellers from 9 yards out. You'll see him kind of take off here on the outside. Gets good blocking up front. Nice blocking up front there by Owen Miller. Really sealed off the edge for him. And he'll go down here. 48-8, and I don't even think they're going to attempt an extra point. And that's going to be the ball game, 48-6, as Panthers win here to improve to 5-1 on the season, continue to be undefeated.
Now they got a loss
in the Hoosier North Athletic Conference. I was like, well, wait a minute, I wasn't done with my sentence yet. but for this group, the only way to go is up. Coach Eunice will have them rocking and rolling and getting better. And like I said, don't know if we'll be at Judson next week. We'll keep a look on our website and social media. We'll let you know.
Yep.
Of course, next week we have the girls Pioneer home volleyball game. Then we'll have the home game versus Bethany Christian on Thursday, and then we'll go with that. So with that being said, we're going to hang it up here for tonight for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. I'm Andy O'Hara with Caden Atkins and the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler. Until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.